What's going on, everyone? I'm 995 Phil, and I am here with the Big Flex 4 Get Real interview with Triforce Johnson. Triforce, welcome, and how are you?
I'm doing good. Glad to be back at MLG. It looks great. MLG has evolved, and I'm glad that they've taken in fighting games, and they're doing something with the fighting game division, and we're going to see what it's going to be about.
Okay, so right out of the gate, let's get right to it. James MK and the video. The bounty on Perfect Legend's head, $300. If he gets knocked out with a babality, an additional $25. Go.
Well, what I don't understand is how you're going to put a bounty on Perfect Legend's head, sending all of these wannabe, gamers who think they're competitors that they can go one-on-one with the champion. All you're going to do is put them in a situation where they're going to face, the great one. And they're going to add so much pressure that they're going to be focusing on that bounty that they're going to lose. So what you need to do is take that money, get a new leather jacket, and get a haircut with it, because they're not going to beat the great one.
Okay, so now there's been some buzz about you and about Perfect Legend, and about what he's been doing behind the scenes and what he's been doing for the community, and why he hasn't come to tournaments. So do you want to give a little insight as to why he hasn't been at tournaments?
Well, he hasn't been at tournaments because he's trying to do something with his personal life, get himself together. And I told him to take a break. He deserved it. He climbed the highest mountain in the fighting game community, which is, the World Championships. He won it fair and square. He beat Rio in the grand finals. And they can't call the champion out. They have to get in line. That's how it works. They're the champion. Well, he's a champion. They're the contenders. So when they can get themselves together and they can actually beat one another consistently, then they get a chance to call the great one. Outside of that, they need to stop running their mouth, get back in the lab, and continue to train, and they can find out who's the best here at MLG Ohio.
All right, now I'm there and I help stream the VSM guys week in and week out, which include Rio, CD Jr., Maxter, Crazy Dominican. Any thoughts on them? Do they have anything for PL?
Well, those guys are great competitors. VSM and some of the CD brothers or the CD family, those guys are great competitors. Nothing to take away from them. They're going to be here. They're going to wreck shop, but they're not going to be able to beat the champion. So I don't know what's going to happen. If they want a shot at the champion, one-on-one in a private manner, something like a New York arena, would be better than suited for something like that, where they can make it like a New York winner arena, much like what they did with StarCraft, but for Mortal Kombat. So if something like that was to be drawn up, then we could really see who's a champions of champions. Because right now, CD Jr. is the people's champion, but Perfect Legend is the world champion.
Okay, so now coming away from MLG, okay, looking ahead maybe towards Evo, that belt, on the line?
Well, it's different with fighting games. Fighting games, you have different years championships. The belt just it's a representation of the trophies you win. That's like someone winning Evo and they get a trophy, and then you tell them come next year to put their trophy on the line. There will be another belt, but that's never going to take away from Carl being the first World Mortal Kombat champion in Mortal Kombat 9. But they can fight for the actual title for what it really means at Evolution. And to be very honest with you, I've looked at the competition. It looks like Perfect Legend is going to do a second year.
Okay, so strong words out of Triforce regarding Perfect Legend, the VSM crew, and the rest of the MK community. So that was Triforce Johnson. I am 995 Phil. Back to you guys.
Well, that was Triforce Isaiah Johnson. Very strong words about the Mortal Kombat scene. So definitely tune in tomorrow if you want to see Emp Perfect Legend duel it out with all these guys. It is going to be his first major event since Evolution last year.
And Big Flex 4, keeping it real. Not staged.
Not
but
staged,
real.
but definitely keeping it real.
Yo, man. Strong words there. All right.
Okay,
so
well, we are going to cut
I want to join the
a
MK community just for the
commercial break.
drama.
Afterwards, we're going to be back with the next match.
Yeah.